no mistake. It's here in the new world.
I know what fight we're coming up on.
There are first Wyverian footprints too. There must be a first Wyverian close by. Up there! It's a first Wyverian!
Indeed.
Something has begun to stir? We may be standing on the precipice of something big, partner.
It's an ominous bit of foreshadowing for future parts of the story.
The air feels charged. My hair's standing on end. Hey,
That costume's a little bit immersion breaking.
this Aptonoth was... It's still warm. These spikes, are they from...
It's Ninjacuga. And Rathalos.
A Ninjacuga! We're the first ones to spot one in the new world. Let's head back and share the news.
I don't get to hunt it.
You found what looked to be traces from Velkhana in the ancient forest. Then you spotted a Ninjacuga, a species that has never been seen in the New World. And to add on to that, we just received a report that a Glavenus was spotted in the Wildspire Waste. What do you make of this situation?
Huh? Me? Well, the last time we saw sudden changes in the environment, it was because of the Elder Crossing, right? I think it's likely that some kind of external factor is causing the changes this time too. And that's what must have led to the Ninjacuga and Glavenus going berserk.
And what do you think?
I agree with the chief. I think we'll be seeing a lot more species come out of hiding soon. Just like the Ninjacuga did.
You've got good intuition, the both of you. Now then, we need to look further into these newly active monsters and search for more traces of Velkhana. I want you to investigate the Ninjacuga and Glavenus.
Okay, we're on another track gathering mission, this time to find traces for Velkhana.
Our targets are Ninjacuga and Glavenus. Let's keep an eye out for Velkhana tracks while we're at it.
Our Velkhana track meter in the upper right under the quests will fill up as we find its bits out in the environment. In the meantime, we've got the official quest to hunt Narga and to hunt Glav. We'll do these in order. Ninjacuga hunt in the ancient forest. This would be a good test for our new weapon.
The very first Nargacuga investigation in the New World. Talk about lucky.
I don't remember where Narga spawns.
These are Velkhana tracks.
I think it's somewhere near the middle of the map. And in the meantime, we want to grab any Elder Dragon tracks that show up on the map as part of our overarching quest to track down Velkhana. It seems like they're fairly common too. Shouldn't take too long to complete the bar. Between doing this quest and the Glavenus quest, I don't think it'll take long to get the objective completed for the Velkhana evidence. Part of the reason why I wanted to push ahead knowing these quests were coming up is the gear for both these monsters could be useful for our build. And it'd be a good opportunity for us to start transitioning into a more secure weapon build in Master Rank. The Bayo set and Jura hybrid that we've been using is pretty functional, but I believe its overall defense is going to top out at a lower point than some of the later monsters. Therefore, we'll want to push ahead and get some better gear options, allow us to start putting together something that's going to last us long term, or at least towards the end game. The main priority is going to be mostly just crafting something that will get us through the final boss, and then from there we can start to hone in on the quote-unquote meta type sets for Greatsword. Narga must be closer to the middle. I don't believe we get another cutscene since we already got the intro. But we'll have to keep going and look for evidence of where it might be on the map. Alright, Rathalos evidence. It looks like our monsters on the map are potentially Narga, Anjanath, and Rathalos. There's nothing down here. Most of our evidence was towards the bottom of the map, so I'm assuming Narga is further down. Maybe we can port back to the lower section of the map and see, we're here. Could be over here. The fact that we're not seeing any evidence in this area tells me that it's probably not on this sector of the map. What we'll do is we can hook up to the right and see if there's more Narga tracks over here. Because I don't think it goes up towards the upper right corner where the Rathalos and Rathian nest is. So we'll find out. Yeah, there's some more tracks. I think it's somewhere in this section. Should have a direct line on wherever Narga's at on the map. Old gashes are one of the main evidence types for Narga. Let's see. I could radar ride it. If we have our Jagras pal here, take us along the route, it'll automatically path towards tracks, and now we have a lock on Narga's position. Our trusty steed will make a beeline straight for Narga on the map. We can get the fight underway. I don't have the radar ride feature unlocked in the Hoarfrost Reach yet. It's something I need to do off camera, so I can do this when we're running around the ice map. There you are. Alright, we'll get the fight started here. Before we get too far into this, I did want to say, and I don't think I mentioned in any other videos, Ninjacuga is my favorite monster in Monster Hunter. It is a very fierce monster that requires you to be very careful and learn its attack patterns. If you don't, you're gonna have a really bad day because it's quick and attacks pretty relentlessly. It has a lot of pouncing and jumping moves. It can use its wings, which have blades on the edges, to cut, and it can also launch spikes from its tail and use its tail like a weapon. Like so. Ninjacuga made its debut in Monster Hunter Freedom Unite, I believe. It was the flagship for that particular game. And the fact that Monster Hunter Freedom Unite was the first one I played is probably another reason why this monster has a bit of a place in my heart. Plus, I like its design. The whole panther, bird, wyvern design is pretty unique. And Narga has been in a lot of the games, not all. It was absent for a couple of the third generation games, and then from a couple of later ones on to the more recent entries, and things like Generations Ultimate, they've included Narga in the lineup, and some subspecies and rare species for it as well. I'm used to being able to stand and guard, because I can't do that with the greatsword too effectively. Instead, I'm going to have to dodge. Ah, wasted my ammo. Uh-oh. That would be Anjanath. Regular Anjanath. Let's see. See if we can find some more slinger ammo before we re-engage. because Narga is such a nimble monster, being able to incapacitate it with flinch shots is very handy. We get turf 4. Uh-oh. I did not want to aggro Anjanath there. Oh, I'm dead. That was lucky. But I really could use some dung pods. The status that Ninjacuga's quills inflict is bleed, which we haven't really seen since we tangled with Odogaron. And if you make contact with its quills when they're either being launched or when they're on the ground, you get the bleed status procced, and you will take damage whenever you run or evade. And the only way you can get rid of it is to either eat an Astera Jerky, which I don't have on me at the moment, or crouch for a set amount of time for the effect to go away. Oh. Turf 4? No turf 4. That tail slam is fairly dangerous, but Narga does a pretty good job of telegraphing whenever it does that. It's not terribly difficult to dodge as long as you watch out for it. Oh. It looks like I accidentally tagged Narga with my dung pod instead of the Anjanath. These two seem intent on going to the same sections of the map for some reason. Okay, Anjanath's headed south. And Narga is enraged, sort of. Yeah, there it goes. There's the eye icon. When Narga has that red look around its eyes, that means it's in a rage state. And it gets this really cool effect where its eyes have these red tracer highlights on them. It's had that since the older games, which is a neat effect. It's no longer enraged. We need to wait for an opportunity to smack it in the wall, which might be difficult here. Like I mentioned before, Ninjacuga is fast, and it moves around a lot. Therefore making it difficult to position when it comes to clutch clawing its face. Fortunately, that particular tail slam attack does allow it to sort of remain anchored in place for a bit. A good opportunity to go and do the face grapple and try and get some hits in. And make it go into rage mode immediately after, because that's a pretty decent amount of damage.